Forget it. It's Mr. Dipshit.
I will break you.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nerderotic.com.
Supergirl, I'm sure like it's going to hang on as a topic through next week because there's a possibility it could be number 4 at the box office. Like Obsession like climbs up and beats it. It's a possibility, not saying it's going to happen, but it'll definitely be number 3. And then that's it. It's the most embarrassing, predictable failure of the year. The coping has been like lots of fun to go over. I've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of it. Some dude threatening to slap me. I mean, it's like it's funny. It's funny shit. We're gonna cover it. It's great. But the next shit show will be the Odyssey. It's coming up.
Well, people have seen it.
Yes,
people are talking about it.
They had a screening last night.
Stephen Weintraub from Collider did see it. He says he's not going to give a reaction, but what questions would you want to ask Nolan? He asked that on social media.
So we don't have to read this whole thing, but Jeremy read it last night on Tuesday night's main event and couldn't make heads or tails out of it because it is a confusing article. It's from Gizmodo. Of course, influencers have seen the Odyssey early, and it's basically semantics. It's trying to break down like what's an influencer and using the word influencer and not shill. So the corporate critics, as Chris pointed out at CinemaCon, were very upset that a lot of space was given to influencers, TikTokers, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And the corporate critics are like, we are the truth tellers. And these are just paid shills. And I think the perception from I know the perception from the audience is they're the same picture. You guys are the same picture for the most part. I'm sure the journalists and corporate critics out there believe they are the truth tellers. But, when John Rocha out there gets all upset, my response to him would be, listen, you are the ones shilling for movies. You should fight for this space. Fuck those influencers, because that's your job to shill for movies. There's no difference. And basically the article breaks down as dinosaur staring at meteor. That's it. It's the dinosaur. They even mention it in the article. They go, you know what? These influencers get a lot more clicks. They get seen by a lot more people than just writing an article. Those days are done. If, as a matter of fact, if YouTubers and content creators and TikTokers, whatever, weren't reacting to articles, nobody'd read them. These sites, for one, have been compromised for a long time. As I pointed out before, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Rolling Stone, IndieWire, all owned by the same company. So your 3 top Hollywood rags are owned by the same company, which is Variety, Deadline, and Hollywood Reporter. So you're not getting a varied opinion. That's why it was funny when you brought up Owen Gleiberman doing that savage review. And it was basically an op-ed. Just like they got him and he fucking ripped it, and it was great. They don't often do that. I think they felt safe to do it with this movie because it was such an obvious failure. But I mean, that's pretty much when Nolan said we're not going to do any influencer reviews. What the article broke down is everybody's going to have the same. I guess the embargo date remains the same, but it doesn't take away from the fact that shills are shills. Okay. And no, Nolan doesn't need it, but yes, they are doing early screenings. They're just holding the embargo date. So people have seen it, like Richard Roper, who took over for Roger Ebert, but nobody said anything about it. Have you seen anybody give an opinion on the movie yet?
Zero, nothing.
So that's the gist of the article is dinosaur staring at meteor and just trying to come to terms with it. Jeremy said, if you put Lupita Nyong'o or Elliot Page in a trailer, it's going to get ratioed. And he's right. They were doing good, right?
Already? Is it already ratioed?
No, probably not, but there's a very good chance. Well, ratio is a strong term. Highly disliked. The other trailer did not get ratioed. Let's check where it's at. I think it got over 200,000 dislikes, though. That'd that'd be insane if a Christopher Nolan trailer got ratioed. That would be not a good sign.
The most recent trailer, it's getting a lot of dislikes though.
So it is?
Yeah. Here we go.
So what's the one from a month ago?
This is the recent one. So it's about a third down.
Yeah. Oh, wow. And that's starting off worse than the last one did for sure. The last one didn't kick in until later.
Yeah.
So this is the one a month ago.
Until
It's
some people made videos about it. But
it's a little more than a third.
Countdown trailer.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty, it's pretty bad. It was getting
That's
almost
pretty
a half.
bad. I mean, that's a ratio for a Nolan film. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
For a Nolan film? Yeah.
Most passionate fan base for a single human in Hollywood is Christopher Nolan's fans, like without a doubt. And
Yeah.
people are going to see. You thought Snyder Bros were bad. Just wait. Just wait. So yeah, it's 11th. It's 25,000 up, 11,000 down. And the one from a month ago is 340,000 up and 223,000 down. Wow. That didn't take long.
No.
That one could get ratioed. It could. It depends on if it breaks containment. We'll find out. Helena Floyd.
Helena Floyd. Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Chat. How dare you? I know. I love that the controversy has overshadowed Zendaya playing fucking Athena. That would be bad enough.
Yeah.
I just think the problem with that he's going to encounter is what I love about anything like, for example, The Witch. You've seen The Witch, Robert Eggers.
Yes.
Amazing.
Fantastic movie.
Nosferatu. You've also seen the Werewolf trailer.
It looks really cool.
He's a stickler for authenticity, language. In The Witch, you really have to listen and go, okay, in context, I know what they're saying, but that's old English. People don't speak like that now. And he's a stickler for that. And Nolan is playing modern Hollywood, and it takes you out of it. Even I know it's a trope, British accents for, ancient Greece or Rome, but it works for some reason. Hollywood's trained us for that. Yeah. And okay, we'll accept that. They weren't speaking that. They were speaking Latin, a dead language. Fine. But it takes you out of it. It like that show. I've never watched it. I've only seen like when I'm scrolling through Netflix and somehow it comes up Bridgerton, that show, you know what I'm talking about?
God, yes.
X-Ray Girl.
Yeah.
So that show, like I'm looking at that, like I don't buy that. It just all those shows where they try to like make it modern, it takes me out of it. It ruins the story. I think he made some clear choices. We'll have a diverse cast. We're gonna speak modern day, and I'm gonna make this for a modern audience. And I think that could prove to be a critical mistake.
It ruins the verisimilitude.
Right. But I mean, look, there's a direct comparison you can draw between One Battle After Another and Citizen Vigilante. One is one side of the spectrum, one is the other. People support their team or the message. And I saw One Battle After Another all of one time. And I walked out and I was kind of like, this is what Hollywood is going to. And I knew when I walked up, this is going to get, it might win Best Picture. It's going to get all the nominations.
Yes.
And I hated the movie. You eventually saw it, right, Gary?
I did eventually see it. And I did a review on Nerdrotic Daily, and it's awful. It's an awful movie. And listen, I'm no, Paul Thomas Anderson fan. I think he's made some really good, Boogie Nights is fucking great. And There Will Be Blood is fucking great. But his other movies, they're okay. I think he's very overpraised. He's jazz. He's music for musicians. He is movies for Hollywood critics and hardcore cinephiles. Can I say that One Woke After Another is well shot? Sure. At times it's like well directed. It's just a horrible story. It's laughable. And it doesn't know really what it wants to be. Satire, black comedy, or a serious look at a problem in Donald Trump's United States. It was Paul Thomas Anderson checking every box so he wins Oscars, and it worked to perfection.
And I'm saying that Nolan might be doing something very similar.
Yeah. I think it's for different reasons, though. I think it's more than awards. I think it is to reinforce the message that he believes in Hollywood, because he sees it failing and he's trying to give it a lift so people can point to a movie and go, look, they race swapped and did this and it's a major hit.
Right.
And I mean, a lot of people, maybe rightly so, want to put it on his super woke wife, but I just think, no, that's Christopher Nolan. And he just did something he never needed to do. So we have to figure out, why did you choose to do this? And it was to reinforce those beliefs.
I don't think he's super woke if you look at his films. And I met him early in his career. He had a movie at Slam Dance, and then it was called Following. It's black and white, 16 millimeter. We're on a panel together, oddly. And then the next year he had Memento. And I thought, you know, you can have a good debut movie. A second movie, a sophomore effort is really tough to be. And Memento is great. Love that film. And It took off from there. So I think, but the industry and Hollywood and everyone else thinks it's groupthink. They all think the same things. If you divert from that, you can be ostracized. I think he keeps his personal beliefs very close to the chest. You know, is it chest or vest?
Until now.
Yeah.
Until now, I think this is him coming out in support of those beliefs in Hollywood to reinforce them. Because he just won a bunch of awards and maybe he wants more. But I don't think that's the sole motivation behind it. Because he would have, if this movie's good, he would have won awards if he had cast it properly. That wouldn't have made any difference at all.
Yeah.
But we're forgetting Travis Scott, you know, and Zendaya too.
Yeah.
And Elliot Page playing Elliot. Oh my God. It's so great. I can bring out E.T. again in my review. Elliot Page playing Sinan, who's not even in the Odyssey. So he brought a character in from another poem to specifically cast Elliot to put her in. Like, what's he doing? Well, why would he do this? What other reason would he do this? To find something for Elliot Page, listen, even when Elliot Page was Ellen Page, decent actress, not the greatest actress in the world. And the only reason Elliot Page is getting any work is because the same reason Philosophy Tube got work for House of the Dragon. The same reason Mags Visaggio got writing work for Marvel Comics, because they transitioned and they can go, look, box check. It's not for their talent.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.